In this demonstration, we'll be looking at the various reporting options for attendance. Now, this is particularly if you've got 3D attendance enabled, and there's another video that covers some of those details. I've logged in as a teacher, and to view the reporting, I simply click in my reporting area, and let me first see from the teacher perspective, where I can see a view by default of all the students and their attendance logs. I can choose to view that on a day-to-day basis, or I can choose to see that as a week basis where there's multiple events. I simply click there to see what those multiple events are for a particular student. What I can also do is cut the data in various ways. So if I want to see from the club's perspective, for example, I can now see the attendance across the various clubs that I've got, which are linked to the pods, and I can cut the data further of seeing, I just want to see for music, for example. I can also link through to show which staff member has been involved with those various clubs, and a very easy way to then to get to the data that I need. I can also change the start and end times for that reporting as needed. So that's from a teacher perspective, giving the view of the attendance that has been taken. If I go from the attendance office perspective, so here, for example, I can see the unaccounted for students reporting. So this is very important when it comes to the 3D attendance, because we can track exactly where a student is within a school. We know which lessons they've been marked present for, which ones absent for, and when there's gaps, and you can specify how long the gap is before various notifications are triggered, it's quite easy for us to determine exactly which students we need to take action for finding. So unaccounted for students gives us this view here of all the students, and then that is ordered by the time since the concern would have been logged. I can also filter that by year group. On incomplete registers, here I've got my view from all my teachers and can see quite easily which ones are problematic in terms of the attendance not being taken. To get to the details there, I can simply just click on the bar that's red, where I'm seeing that there's an issue, and I can open up the event, and if needed, I can then have got the permission to take the attendance if that's appropriate, but a very easy way to then go directly to the class where there is a problem with the attendance not being taken. So that will be a view for the attendance officer to be aware of. We also are sending notifications directly to the teacher, to the attendance officer as well, to make sure that everybody is well informed when there is an issue of attendance not being taken, and that can all be customized in the settings for the school. Similar to with unexplained absences, we can have a look at where there's issues with unexplained absences, and in a similar approach, by clicking on any item here, I can then open the event directly to get more details as to what may or may not have been happening for that unexplained absence. And then the attendance summaries will just take a cut of this data, where once you've exported, will show a lot more of the rows of the different attendance types.